Oh, hello my dears and welcome back to my channel. And when you see this little wine glass, you know what's up. Another episode of Storytime with Senpai. Here on Storytime with Senpai, I don't just share weird stories from my childhood, like that time my aunt accidentally bought me animated porn. I also share really odd stories from my career as a published author, cause things be getting crazy. Like that time my work was stolen and sold on eBay, or that time I had a body malfunction at a comic convention in front of customers. Good times. But one thing I've never shared here on my channel or on social media, because I don't want to be a source of negativity, nor do I want to scare you guys who are aspiring authors and artists, is the dark side of sharing your work with the world. The dangers of having a fan base and maybe, possibly, attracting some people that may become very obsessive and even a bit dangerous. Yes, you guessed it. I am talking about the dangers of fangirls and fanboys, also known as just straight up fanatics. 99.999% of the time when I meet you, my beautiful readers and my YouTube babies, hashtag love my babies, you guys are some of the nicest, kindest, sweetest people I have ever met. You guys come with fan art of me, of my characters. You come cosplaying as my characters. Getting to meet you is such a humbling experience, and it is something I will always cherish and be so grateful for. But I will admit that there have been a number of occasions where I will meet one of my fans. They won't just make me feel a little strange, uncomfortable, and scared. They'll also make my other fans who came to see me very uncomfortable and very scared. And it's those times that I have to call over the guards and be like, this one please. I was pretty apprehensive about sharing a story like this with you guys because I do not want you to think that I'm trying to single people out or make fun of people or try to bully anybody. You know what? I gotta put the wine glass down for a second, because the last thing that I want you guys to think is that I'm trying to bully people, make fun of people. Absolutely freaking not. I am so anti-bully, it's not even funny. What this kind of video is for isn't just for us to have a laugh and have a good time with each other. It's also to kind of warn you guys. For those of you who want to post up pictures online and get lots of likes and post up videos showing your face and your real voice, and you want to get lots of views, understand what that means. The more views, the more likes, the more fans you have, the more likely you are to attract one person that may or may not take their fandom and their love for you to a level that might actually be creepy, strange, uncomfortable, and sometimes, God forbid, dangerous. So without further ado, let's get started. I'm gonna need a little Snapple refill. I'm good. So this story takes place a few years back when I was invited as a guest author to a convention here in America. I don't want to name what convention it is. So I went to this convention. I had a huge booth. It was like 10 by 8 feet. It was so fun. I had just come out with volume 3 of my published series, Sacred. I was excited. People were coming. People were hoarding to the table, buying volume 3, bringing me fan art. It was everything. It was so much fun. I was so excited, and I had the wonderful blessing of meeting so many of you there. It was so much fun, and to be invited as a guest author and to be an indie self-published author like myself, it means a lot. It's recognition from the higher ups, if you will. You know, it's kind of a similar feeling that I got when my book became available at Barnes and Nobles and stuff. Like, it's just this feeling of like, wow, I'm doing this on my own and people actually appreciate it. You know what I mean? It's really humbling and very encouraging. So like I was saying, you know, coming to this convention and being a guest author, it was so much fun. And they asked me, as a guest author, could you hold a panel talking about how to get published and all this stuff? And I was like, girl, heck yeah, sign me up, bam. I want to do this panel, so fun. But because I had to do a panel, I needed my fiance and one of my best friends to come help me at this huge booth. So so that when I went to the panel, they can man the table for me. So to recap, it's me, my fiance, my best friend at this huge booth. Keep that in mind. All right. So the day's going great. People are coming. People are buying books. It's a beautiful day. I got to take pictures with you guys. And then one of my readers came by to say hello to me. For the sake of this video, I'm going to name this person Linda. So Linda came to see me at the booth. I've seen Linda a number of times. Maybe I see them like once a year because whenever I frequent certain conventions, I'll see Linda there. Linda came super excited. I think they had just read volume 3 not too long ago. They just got it in the mail and they were hyped. They were excited. They were so hyped to see me, and it was great to see Linda. We were chatting for a while. And the thing is, when you come to my booth, you don't just get a picture, you don't just get like the newest book, you get a conversation, girl. I get people coming over talking to me about anime, about manga, about life, about school. I see their artwork. We chit chat about art, our favorite art supplies. Girl, we have a whole conversation because mama loves her babies and you are all like my friends. So you come to my booth, you get a conversation. So Linda came by, we had a great talk, super fun. Then time passed and then Linda walked around because they wanted to go shopping in the dealer's room at the convention. If you don't know what that is, the convention has a special area where it's a lot of dealers, store owners and so on. You could buy Pocky, you could buy toys, you could buy all types of cool stuff, DVDs, everything. So they went off to the dealer's room. Maybe about a half hour passed, Linda came back. We're chatting up some more. But this time Linda was talking about, I cannot believe that you and I are like friends on Facebook. Like, it's like the coolest thing because we're just like best friends. Everything I write, you always reply to. It's so awesome. Like, I love my supporters. I love my fans. I want to go, being that I don't get millions of comments, you know what I mean? I have the pleasure of being able to reply to you guys. So I'm going to do it, But it was like so cute that she was so excited about it. But I noticed that she kept bringing up how we were best friends, and telling the other customers we're best friends. And I'm just like, oh my God, they're so excited. They're so hyped, Like every time they left and came back, it was like once again staking their claim to all the customers. She's my best friend. She's my best friend. I'm thinking, man, Linda's a little overly excited today. But you know what? We're at a convention, we're having a good time, and I kept talking with Linda. And then some time passed by, and the convention staff came by to tell me, oh, Elizabeth, it's about time for your panel where you can talk about how to get published. And I was ready for it. So I told my fiance and my best friend, like the two of you, do me a little favor, man the booth while I'm off doing my little panel. And Linda heard this and she was like, oh, can I come walk with you guys to the panel? And I was like, of course you can come walk with us. Why not? So we're walking. Linda is so excited, talking up a storm, singing. People are playing a little music outside. She's like, oh, I know this song. Singing all the words. I'm like, wow, you know all the Japanese lyrics. That's amazing. I don't even know the lyric to that song. She's having a good time. Real hyper, real excited. We get to the panel. Linda is sitting in the front row like this. Excited. But then I noticed like 10 minutes into the panel, she starts looking a little upset like this. And I'm just like talking and looking at her. I'm making eye contact with thinking, why is she staring at me like that? Why is she staring at me like that? And she just gets up and walks out the panel. And I'm thinking, maybe she's bored. Maybe she doesn't want to, get published. Like, maybe this just isn't her topic. So she got bored and got up. No problem. But then, about an hour and a half later, when the panel was over, I walked back to my booth and my friend was at the table like this. Like elbows on the table, and like this. Also, almost all the books were gone. Everything pretty much sold while I was away. So that was another thing. That a wave of people came, purchased almost everything we had. It was just her and my fiance. And she looked exhausted. And I walked up to her and I was like, are you okay? And she looked at me and said, some of your fans are freaking crazy. I'm sorry to say, but some of your fans are just out of control. What the heck happened while I was away? Then she went on to tell me that Linda came by the booth and began to yell at her, demanding to know where I was. Linda walked with me to my panel. You know what I mean? She knew where I was. She walked out of that panel, came to my booth, and began to yell at my friend saying, where is Lizbeth? When is she coming back? When is she coming back? Girl, you knew where I was. And I found that to be the strangest thing. And I didn't know what to make of it, because Linda's never acted that way before. I've met her before. Maybe I haven't spent this much time talking to her before because there was a lot of other customers and a lot of my other readers came to see me, but I definitely don't remember her being like that. You know what I mean? So I went back to my booth, spoke to more of my readers who came to visit me. Some people who went to the panel came to visit me in person, you know, face to face at the booth. Then Linda came back sometime later. And she was excited, full of energy, super happy. And I looked over to my friend, and my friend is like, and so I'm talking to Linda some more, and Linda asked, oh, can we take a picture so I can post it on Facebook? And I'm like, yeah, girl, come on, take some pictures, absolutely. And so usually I let people come behind the booth so they can stand side by side with me, you know, we can take like a nice selfie and stuff. So she went behind the booth and stood directly next to me. Linda was already giving me weird vibes, you know what I mean? Maybe letting her behind the booth may not have been the best decision. Mistake number one. Then she was like, can we get really, really close? So we got closer for the picture, like really, really close. I usually do not mind this, absolutely not. But in this situation, I was already feeling a little uncomfortable with Linda, so maybe that wasn't a good decision. Mistake number two. So I'm holding her phone, you know, like that. And we're standing next to each other, shoulder to shoulder, just about. And then I feel her leaning in a lot closer. So I'm thinking she wants like a more friendly type of selfie where we're like almost cheek to cheek. But then I felt her breathing. And before I knew it, she kissed me on the neck. On the neck. A slow kiss. And then backed away and stared at me. And I'm just there with her phone like, huh? And the girl was staring at me like this. I did not know how to react. I looked over to my fiance. He was busy with customers. My friend was busy with customers for me because they saw me busy with Linda taking a picture. They didn't see it. They didn't see what happened. Nobody did. And all I did was take the picture and go, oh, here's your phone. And she's like, thanks, and just like left. Here's the thing, right? I've mentioned this in a few other videos of mine. I'm bi. So the fact that I was kissed by a girl was not a problem, okay? I was not the issue. It was, I don't know her like that. I'm not single. And you didn't ask permission to kiss my neck. Like, that is out of control. You know what? Like, oh my. And the thing is, it could have been so much worse. Like, did you not hear what happened to Norman Reedus? The guy who played Daryl Dixon in The Walking Dead? He got bit by a fan.
One fan, female fan, she went to go hug him and she ended up biting him in the chest.
Also, it wasn't the first time that's happened to me. This happened to me once at a Subway's restaurant. So you know what? It happened to me twice and I didn't like it either time. Like, no, I am not a free neck to kiss. It's not always going to be simple and safe and fun. There will be times where you will need to make some choices and get the right security so that you can stay safe and that your supporters who came to see you can also have a good time and remain safe. So my hope is, right, that by sharing this experience with you guys, that you guys will learn from my experience, from my mistakes, and when you go out there and share your work with the world, hopefully you'll remember what I went through, okay? And make the right choices for you and stay safe. It is your right to ask someone else for help to get out of an uncomfortable situation. This isn't to bully people, this is to warn you guys to stay safe, okay guys? If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell. And to watch more weird videos about my life, please check out the link to my playlist down there in the description box below, guys. Until next time, please take care, God bless, and do not be afraid to nerd out. Take care, guys.